when we think about loneliness, we can simply shift that to recognizing there's great strength in being alone and there's nothing wrong with being alone. If you can enjoy your own company, that's pretty powerful. And if you can appreciate what makes you awesome, that's even more powerful. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the difference between solitude and loneliness. So, this is something that's deeply personal to me because I have struggled with loneliness. I spend a lot of time alone, and the pandemic was like right in my face, like, you are alone. So, I want to talk to you about recognizing the difference between loneliness and solitude and the power in being alone. Okay, so when you look at the definition, loneliness is really our inability to enjoy and appreciate our own company, where solitude is considered the strength of being alone. So when we think about self-care and we think about taking better care of ourselves and creating experiences that nourish ourselves every day, I oftentimes used to relate to being alone as something was wrong or broken, or I was missing somebody or something, or I needed connection externally to myself, when all along, when we think about loneliness, we can simply shift that to recognizing there's great strength in being alone and there's nothing wrong with being alone. So when I shifted my perspective, I started to recognize that being alone is a great opportunity to get to know yourself better and to recognize what it is that you really do like about yourself and celebrate those aspects of yourself. So what does that mean? And you're probably thinking, well, okay, that's great. You shift your perspective, but like, how do I do that? How do I stop relating to being alone as I'm missing something? Connection to yourself is really where it all starts. So connection to yourself could be a short meditation. When we meditate, we get very connected to ourselves. Like we're listening to the three-ring circus oftentimes going on in our heads, for example, right? But oftentimes when we do sit in the silence or, find an activity we like to do and we do it alone, it can be very enjoyable because we can remind ourselves why it is we like our own company. We live in a very stimulated world where we're always looking for external ways to quell the desire to be fulfilled, let's just say. But when you start to recognize the qualities you love about yourself by being alone with yourself in thought or in meditation or doing a quiet activity, like I personally got a table puzzle. And so now I grab a cup of tea and I put on music that I like and I sit there and I play with my puzzle. I'm genuinely enjoying the time alone in solitude. Like it really is a strength to recognize and enjoy that time alone and not have an urging desire that somebody or something quell the loneliness or the feeling of not having what you want. I think it's easy to get wrapped up in I'm missing something in my life, when in reality, if you love your own company and you love doing things by yourself, you can truly start to recognize how amazing that experience is, right? Like there really is solitude in being content being by yourself. So just wanted to offer that to you. I think it's easy to be overly stimulated with like our phones and, Netflix series that we don't ever like just stop and go within and be with ourselves and enjoy the qualities that make us awesome. So I invite you to shift your perspective around solitude and around loneliness and shift it over to solitude and finding the strength in being alone and really enjoy your own company. If you can enjoy your own company, that's pretty powerful. And if you can appreciate what makes you awesome, that's even more powerful. So I hope this offers you something and have a great rest of your day.